Steve, thank you for joining me on this episode of Pedalpocalypse.
Pedalpocalypse.
The concept being, if you were locked in an apocalypse, like we all have been, what would be the 3 pedals that you would take with you?
I've always been a sucker for pedals, especially the more colorful they look, the better they sound. Well, maybe not, but the first one I would grab would be my Gemini distortion pedal. This was a signature pedal that I worked on with Ibanez some years ago. I love tube screamers and I love the DS1, but they need a little tweaking to my ear. So we kind of tweaked them a bit and made 2 pedals in one. This left side is a little more of a friendly kind of distortion. It's smoother, has a little more compression. And I use this when I already have somewhat of a dirty tone. And it just adds a little bit, I just add a little bit of drive, and it just gives you that extra sustain. What I might do if I'm using a clean sound and I want to distort that, I take this right side, which is a very aggressive kind of a distortion, and I'll just crank the drive.
Pedalpocalypse.
I got this when I was 14. Oh, this is a really cool pedal that Dweezil Zappa made for me. This I've had for quite a while. Neutron biphase. It just does, it completely molests your notes. If I was on a desert island and I couldn't bring my fractal because the Axe-Fx 3 is like a space station, without that, I usually don't go anyplace without a little delay. So this DD7 is a beautiful workhorse for delay because it has a lot of options such as stereo ins and outs, which give for a real stereo delay. So to give you an idea of what that sounds like, so you can hear like a ping pong, and I would use that pedal to set that up, but then I can beef it up a bit. Just a little more, and then with the distortion. That's kind of my tone. This was one of my favorite effects for so many years. I got this so long ago when I was a kid. You know, you can put effects on an instrument and some people go, I don't really hear that, or what is that? Not with this thing. You know, the flanging in this says, I am a flanger.
Pedalpocalypse.
Well, the third pedal would be some kind of a wah-wah, okay, because I like wah-wahs. Delay, distortion, and wah-wah. And I just like it. And when you combine that with distortion and delay, you know, you get... I give a lot of pedals away, you know, when I'm not using them, and I just keep the ones that I know I got in my back pocket in case I need them and I know what they're going to sound like. It's kind of like, you ever see guys that just build Harleys and they just personalize them with all these little things? That's what we do with our sound with pedals.